Hi everyone, welcome! So today I'm going to be showing off early Troy. I'm a bit excited about this. I've been looking forward to this game for quite some time. I know it's been getting a bit of a mixed reception from people given the fact that it's on Epic for a year, but personally I'm not fussed about that. And I just love historical strategy games, so I'm not gonna hide the fact that I'm excited about it. Then would normally be a camera, but obviously in the UK we're going through a bit of a heat thing, which is not fun. So screw that. No one needs to see me all hot and sweaty and all that horrible business. Oh no, just no. But today's take is going to be a little bit different. I am just going to cover the things that I have found in the game so far that have been fun, that have been nice to look at or nice to mess around with. The video will be a bit choppy because it's literally footage from two different campaigns that I've played about 30 minutes on, roughly, and I've just cut out the bits that I really liked. I wanted to show you guys, and that's it. I think I'm going to stop rambling now, and we're going to get into it. So the first one you will see will be Agamon, or whatever his name is. I'm terrible. And Odysseus is the other one who we will be doing, and I'll be showing off that. And Odysseus seems to be potentially my favourite at this point, because he seems rather amazing with the units that he gets. But we'll speak about that when we get round to it. So let's have a little look. Right, so the first campaign that you're going to be seeing is the Agamemnon Ding Dong or something. I don't know. I'm terrible with pronouncing his name. And the first thing you'll see that I really enjoyed was the auto-resolve and the after-battle little cutscene type things that you get, where you smash each other about for about 20 seconds. Not even that. And yeah, depending on how the battle went, I've had one where you have quite a bit of a little scuffle until eventually I won because it was a close victory, and decisive victories seem to be somewhat quicker, where you just cave the other guy's head in. Next thing, really, this is a battle where I don't really remember what I was doing, if I'm honest. I think I was just messing around because my brain was dead with the heat. But again, the battle in this is very similar to every other Total War game. Realistically, it plays very much the same. The only thing that's holding it back is the fact there's no blood, and some of the animations are a bit off. Like when units run into each other, there's no clashes, there's no actual collision, which is kind of off-putting. But it's not the worst thing in the world. It still plays very well. It's still very functionable. It looks pretty. It has some nice effects with dirt and things going on around, which I always appreciate. I know some people aren't as fussed about those kind of things and often whinge about them because they say, oh, it gets in the way, I can't see my units. I don't care, it looks pretty. And that's really all I can say for the Agamemnon campaign. I think the other thing I can touch on is his ability, which each leader does seem to have a unique playstyle and a unique ability alongside that, which Agamemnon has too. He has the ability to request resources from his vassals, which does put a strain on relations, so you don't want to do that kind of stuff too much, but it can get you out of a bit of a pinch if you really needed some stone, some bronze or gold or whatever. And he has another one where he is able to appoint heroes into positions of power within his court. So I haven't looked at that myself massively because I just haven't got that far in a campaign as him yet. But I'm guessing it will depend on the position that you put people in and who it is you're putting in that position. It'll give certain benefits to your armies or to your settlements, which, by the way, the settlements look damn good and really nice. I think the last thing that I can touch on with regards to the battles is people have said about unit diversity. There isn't a whole lot of different types of units, and I think that's because Creative Assembly were focusing more on a historically accurate viewpoint, where during this time period it would have been heavily infantry focused. Basically, whoever had the heavy infantry and had more of them would have won. It wasn't until later on you started seeing more advanced tactics and, you know, a vaster array of types of units coming into battle. So I'm not complaining about it, because from what I can tell, each faction has its own unique units as well. So there is still a fair amount of diversity, even though you're going to be heavily infantry based, except for some ranged and some chariots. I haven't seen catapults. I don't know if they're in it. I kind of hope they are, but I'm not sure at the same time. So yeah, that's something I can't really comment on just yet. So I'll shut up until Odysseus appears on the screen, and then we can talk about him for a moment.
Your warriors are losing heart.
Right, so here is the Odysseus campaign, which again, I've not played a whole lot of. I've played about 40 minutes, roughly. Maybe a little bit longer than that on it. But I wanted to show it off because Odysseus's campaign is the pretty one from my perspective. The islands look absolutely gorgeous. The way it's all done is brilliant. The maps around it, like where it's not explored yet, is kind of like a hand-drawn map, and it's got a really nice little charm to it. And as you explore the map, it's kind of like the paper is being burned away. So it's got like a little a burning effect on the edge of the map as you're discovering it, which is a really neat little touch that I quite liked. I was like, ooh, fire! I don't have problems, honest. As for Odysseus himself, he is the silver-tongued warrior. So he's more about mind than might. I almost buggered that up. So he has a lot of skirmish units. I had an army at one point where it was a 20 stack army, and only 2 of my units couldn't be deployed as vanguard. One of them was Odysseus, and the other one was just some shield axe warrior things. and the rest of it was all on the enemy's front line. As soon as the battle started, they just got engulfed in a hail of arrows from my light sword skirmisher units, which are melee but also have a special ranged attack as well. So they're kind of like the Loathen Sea Guard from Warhammer 2, which I prefer these because they're not elves, if I'm honest. But we won't get into that. I won't start a war about elves and whether they're alright or not. But again, Odysseus, he has his own little ability in the game where you are able to set up a safe haven, as it's called, in someone's base. And it can be anyone on the map, as long as you can get to it. You can set it up, and it will allow you to recruit troops in the enemy territory, and it also grants various other little buffs depending what it is you decide to build in the enemy city, which is really quite nice. So if you wanted to be a bit sneaky and destabilize the enemy, you could sit and build up your safe havens in their territories with a particular building that increases your influence in their lands, so they begin to lose the majority of power in their land and it's handed over to you, essentially. Again, I've not played too much of it because time restraints, etc. But I will do a stream of Odysseus, I think, because he definitely seems like my kind of cup of tea, where he's very ranged focused and very sneaky stabby, which I like quite a lot. I think that's kind of all I can say so far. Yep, I'm checking my list. I've ticked all the boxes. I've been good. That's brilliant. Thank fuck for that. Now, I'm going to shut up until it's the outro. Enjoy.
Your hero is under attack. Attack! For Ithaca! Victory is close enough to taste. One of your units has no more ammunition. Odysseus! Strike true! We're beyond words now! Awaiting orders! The foe has sighted your hidden units. Such weak and pointless words. Trained and ready.
Gods grant us fair weather. Allow me to assist. discretion guaranteed. Questionable, but effective. I have landed. Your enemies will fall. Not possible.
Right, so that's all the footage I'm going to show off for now, because I kind of feel like I'm a bit limited doing an overview like this, and I kind of want to focus on singular factions per video. That being said, the next one that I plan on doing will be Paris, and I'm quite interested to see how he's going to play and how we're going to approach the campaign. With it being a singular focus, I'm hoping I can go into a bit more in-depth information about the character, show functionality of abilities and that kind of thing. I'm hoping to get that video out as soon as possible after this one, but managing it around time restraints is a bit difficult for me at the moment, so hopefully it will be as quick as possible. But thank you for watching, guys. This is, as always, it's been a joy. Please feel free to comment or like or subscribe or do all the things or none of the things. It's entirely up to you, fair enough. I will be streaming a lot of this over on Twitch. I'll leave the links below, the same on my Twitter and my Discord, so if you want to have a chat at any point or ask me any questions, feel free on any of the platforms, and I will always try and get back to you. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.